2025 tickets were sold out for their home opener by April 15th. And they were, I believe, much higher than they are right now, but they are not sold out yet.
The Fever crowd has not been the same since. Why has it not been the same since?
I never thought I would be seeing this organization beg for tickets.
After basically ignoring her for 3 straight days while trying to sell tickets, I guess they decided to finally put something up.
They were struggling in comparison to last year and the year before to sell season tickets.
A couple of minutes ago, the Indiana Fever released another well-edited promotional video meant to build excitement for their home opener, but it was met with harsh reactions from fans online.
We can't wait to see you for our season opener presented by State Farm. Secure your seats today. So not sold out.
People quickly picked up on something that made the whole situation seem a bit desperate. Stephanie White is encouraging fans to come out and fill the arena, almost like she's urging them to show strong support again. But now fans are beginning to raise an uncomfortable question.
And they are asking, begging, pleading for fans to pack the building. This time in 2024, you can't get a hold of these tickets unless on the resale market. This time last year, you couldn't get your hands on these tickets unless you were on the resale market.
People are now questioning why it feels like the Fever are putting an extra effort just to recreate the excitement that Caitlin Clark already generated naturally. Last season, the team didn't need to push or persuade fans to show up or buy tickets.
2025 tickets were sold out for their home opener by April 15th. And they were, I believe, much higher than they are right now, but they are not sold out yet.
The Caitlin Clark effect seemed to happen naturally. Tickets for the home opener sold out weeks ahead of time, resale prices surged, and the Fever became the most in-demand team in the entire WNBA.
The New York Liberty are selling better right now for their home opener than the Indiana Fever. Well, let's not stop there. The Golden State Valkyrie have one dark blue section left, a large amount of grays. That means no tickets available.
According to Sports Business Journal, Fever resale ticket prices rose by more than 130% after Caitlin Clark joined the team, a level of demand typically seen with NBA superstars like LeBron James.
And there were a boatload of empty seats. But this is an ominous warning sign about what has been done to Caitlin Clark.
But now, fans are being bombarded with promotions everywhere, constant reminders, ticket sales pushes, and repeated hype campaigns. Almost immediately, people online began putting the pieces together.
Welcome back, Fever fans. This is today. It might have been yesterday. I think it's today. We can't wait to see you for our season opener presented by State Farm. Secure your seats today.
The impact of the Caitlin Clark effect was so strong that it didn't even feel like traditional marketing was needed. Arena demand essentially sold itself. In fact, several WNBA teams were forced to relocate games to larger NBA arenas because the level of interest around Clark exceeded normal venue capacity limits.
When Caitlin Clark hit the Gaza pass off Erica Wheeler, when you listen to that crowd, and by the way, they were selling out preseason games that year.
Teams like Chicago, Washington, and Dallas all wanted a share of the so-called Caitlin Clark boost, and that's what makes the current situation feel uncomfortable. Fans also pointed out that Caitlin Clark was hardly featured in the Fever's most recent promotional campaign.
So we've got a little promo here that's about a minute long that we're going to check out because there's something else we got to talk about. And I'm curious if y'all pick up on that as well.
The league's biggest star, the one driving record TV ratings, packed arenas, and massive merchandise sales, was barely shown in the campaign at all. That quickly sparked backlash from fans.
Anything missing? You know, like the player who wasn't in that promo video for selling tickets?
For Fever fans, it's clear what truly transformed the franchise. It wasn't a corporate slogan about unity or a generic rebrand. It was one player entering the league and suddenly shifting the entire sports world's attention toward women's basketball in a way that had never happened before.
Not only the face of your franchise, but the face of the entire league.
And now, the same organization that benefited from her popularity appears to be in an awkward position, hesitating while still relying on the very star who helped build that level of attention and success.
This time in 2024, you can't get a hold of these tickets unless on the resale market. This time last year, you couldn't get your hands on these tickets unless you were on the resale market.
What makes the situation even more complicated is the timing. While the Fever are working to generate excitement through polished marketing campaigns and emotional messaging, Caitlin Clark is still dominating the league-wide conversation effortlessly, without needing any promotion.
You know, I mean, we sat there and she's standing in the corner. Nobody can give her the ball to shoot a three. I see it like 4 times a game or 12. And you're like, what in the world is happening right now?
Every time she steps on the court, the ratings spike dramatically. Last season, the WNBA delivered its most watched regular season in over 2 decades, with Clark's games leading the viewership numbers. Her debut alone drew more than 2 million viewers, an extremely rare figure for a regular season WNBA game.
I think the Indiana Fever and the WNBA have diminished the star power of Caitlin Clark. You've probably seen the NBC commercials promoting their coverage of the WNBA.
By the end of the season, Indiana Fever games made up most of the league's top-rated broadcasts. That's no longer just hype. It's something backed by clear, measurable results.
You 100% send your very, very best salesperson, your best closer. You need this sale. This is the one that'll keep your company going, that'll elevate it, that'll put it on the map, all of the things.
So when fans hear Stephanie White talking about energy, support, and creating atmosphere, many of them respond with a simple point. Caitlin Clark already created it. She joined a struggling franchise that had only 13 wins the previous season and quickly turned it into the center of attention in the basketball world.
But here we are, less than a week away from the regular season home opener against the Dallas Wings, Paige Beckers, AZ Fudd, AB, Caitlin Clark, the last 4 number 1 picks all on the court together. And they are asking, begging, pleading for fans to pack the building.
The Fever went from being largely irrelevant on a national scale to leading the entire league in attendance. By the end of the season, they were averaging over 17,000 fans per game, numbers that even some NBA teams would be jealous of on quieter nights. Road games turned into traveling events, with opposing arenas filled with fans wearing Caitlin Clark jerseys. That kind of attention isn't typical. It reflects a rare, generational level of star power.
And I think you're starting to see the ripple effect of that. You're starting to see less fans in the arena. The ratings are going to go down. You already seen the ratings went down from the preseason opener this year compared to what it was the year before.
And this is where the tension really begins. Fans are starting to believe the organization wants the upside of Caitlin Clark's impact without fully accepting what that level of attention actually represents. Every time the media tries to distribute the spotlight evenly or frame all stars as equal contributors, audiences seem to push back even more strongly.
Who may seem to be the only player on the team that actually supports Caitlin Clark, specifically mentioned Caitlin Clark, right? That's all she talked.
The data doesn't really back up that alternative narrative. In merchandise sales, Clark was clearly the top driver. In TV ratings, she led the surge again. On social media, she dominated engagement as well. Even some opposing coaches privately acknowledged that she had shifted the league's financial direction in a major way.
Caitlin Clark was, but because this league is financed through an agenda, no different than Netflix. It doesn't matter if Netflix content is horrible.
They have done everything they can to kill off the cash cow for the league. They've done everything they can to...
After largely sidelining her in promotions for several days while pushing ticket sales, the organization finally decided to include her in a post.